right. Hi, everybody. My name is Jessica with fulfilledandabundant.com. And today I get to interview Cathrine. Cathrine is an incredible healer. She teaches both Qi Gong and Tai Chi. And I know her through the amazing community of Rachel Jane Gruber, The Art of Feminine Presence. And today we're going to talk about Cathrine's incredible healing abilities. And we're going to share it with you so that you can also take charge and heal a lot faster. How are you today, Cathrine?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. So you were telling me the other day how last week you sprained your ankle, and then I think it was a Thursday, and then you said, and then on Monday I went and I was able to walk.
Yeah.
Like what? What?
It was a Friday.
Okay, Friday. Okay, so 3 days, a sprained ankle was healed.
Yes.
Thank God.
Right. I was very grateful, and I was using every healing modality I could remember to use that I have studied or learned or been introduced to over the years.
Obviously it worked, because I told you I sprained my ankle in 7th grade at a basketball game, and it took me 3 weeks to heal. And I healed 1 week faster than the other girl that sprained her ankle in the same game, because I was going to a chiropractor at the time. So I was like, wow, chiropractic works.
Yeah.
3 weeks, not 3 days. And I was 12. So how did you do it? And we do have a picture of everything. Do you want to jump to the picture and explain, or do you want to tell your story?
No, I think we'll wait for just a moment.
Sure.
So I live in Tucson, Arizona. So that's a desert community. And I live just 2 blocks from the river, which is usually a riverbed. But on Friday, we had a lot of rain. So when that happens, everyone goes to look at the river to watch it flowing. And I wanted to take pictures to show to my grandchildren. So I got my pictures. And as I was coming back, kind of up and onto the pathway, I didn't catch the pathway quite right. And my ankle turned, and I ended up laying flat on my back looking at the sky. And I'm going, okay, that was quick. And yeah, so I just stayed there looking at the sky for a while. There's nobody else around. And I wiggle fingers and my toes, and it's like, okay, I don't think anything's broken. I'm not in pain. I'll try getting up. And I did, and I could walk. What I didn't know at the time, but I've learned from a friend, is that when a fall happens, sometimes the body goes into shock, so you don't feel things. Yeah. And it's like, and I'm going, oh, look, I'm doing fine. And so I walk to the car, I go to the store, I take more pictures, I go home, then I'm on a call and my foot is down, I'm seated. Oh, I did scrape my arm. That's what's left, but it was scraped.
So, just keep in mind that that's about a week and a half old.
Yeah, this is right.
Yeah, when you first showed me, it was a lot worse.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's been getting better. And this part was all scraped and bloodied.
Wow.
Because it was a light scrape, but I didn't realize it till I was in the store, and I go, oh, I should go home and wash this.
I've done that.
So I did, and that's when I used my first modality is essential oils, and I put lavender. It's like they use lavender in hospitals in France, and it helps burns and it helps scrapes. So I put the lavender on. And
so that night, the night that you got hurt.
The afternoon. I mean,
Yeah.
like within, I got home about 25 minutes after the fall, and that's
Okay.
when I washed it and put the lavender on for the first time. I did multiple applications. And then I'm on a Zoom meeting call for 2 hours. And I stand up after that, and I could not stand on my left foot. The pain was excruciating. And I went, oh, I guess I did hurt something besides my arm. And yeah, and it was, I could not walk on it. And I'm going, okay, well, you know how we live in a human body. I've been sitting for 2.5 hours drinking water because I stay hydrated.
And I love how you use a decadent glass for your water.
I do. I just love this set of wine glasses, and I don't drink wine or any alcohol. So this was my way to use it, and it makes it fun.
Yeah.
And I feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the first things with that, not being able to walk on it, it's like, well, here's the story. You know, I need to go to the bathroom. It's like, okay, before you walk, you crawl. And that's what I did on all fours. And I went, oh, this is good for my brain. I'm working the right and left hemisphere of the brain as I'm crawling to the bathroom.
Oh, no.
And then that's when I have a stool in the bathroom, so I could put my leg on the stool while I washed my hands. And then it's like, okay, I'll crawl back. I did figure out I could use a chair on tile. I put my knee on the chair and I could scooch it.
Resourceful.
Like, I need crutches, but I don't have them. And I was to go to dinner, meet a friend that I have not seen for 1.5 years since before the pandemic. And I was really excited to go see her. So I called her and I said, and she said she would meet me at my car and help me get into the restaurant. Now, the great thing about that is that my dear friend has broken her hip in the past and had numerous things. So she had crutches.
Yay.
So after the dinner, I went to drove because it was my left foot. So one thing is when the fall happened and I got up and I noticed I was doing okay, I'm going, okay, gratitude, I'm really grateful. Okay, I'm really grateful I'm walking, nothing's broken. Well, then when the left foot, I could not walk on my left leg because it was so painful. I went, well, at least it's my left leg, not my right leg. I can still drive.
That's true. Yeah.
So one of my strategies is to move into gratitude as quickly as I can.
Okay. So that's one of the strategies. I'm going to try to keep count as we go through, but gratitude. Gratitude.
Yeah, yes. And I really was glad because I thought, well, I can drive to the restaurant to meet my friend and then she'll help me hobble in and hobble back out. Yeah. And I could put my foot up on a chair during the whole meal and enjoy a very good meal. So nourishment is important, and having my foot raised was important. And she could give me all kinds of tips about how to use the crutches. So I'm going to share one, which I didn't realize. Crutches, you don't put it under your shoulder. That's not good. You put it about 2 or 3 inches below, and then you use your arms. Yeah. So it's like.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So you're wanting to use your arms, not your shoulders so much.
Oh, and I guess that's because it pinches the nerve, or?
Well, that I'm not exactly sure. I'm not remembering what she said, but just that you want to use your arm muscles. So when you use your arm muscles, of course, you're using your arm muscles. You use every muscle in your chest, I learned, because my chest was so sore on Saturday afternoon after using my crutches to go to work to teach a Qigong class. It was good because then I could say, well, you know, Qigong, you have to pay attention to your body. And usually we do it standing, but it can also be done seated and seated with one foot up on the chair. And that's how I taught the class.
And that's powerful for people that are trying to heal.
Yes. And the other thing too with Qigong is when doing Qigong, I'm working with the energy in my body. Mm-hmm. And so while I'm doing an upper body movement, that energy is going down my legs to my feet, to my ankle, and coming back up.
Do you want to, are you able to give a quick explanation of what Qi Gong is?
Okay, yes. Qigong originated in China. Qi is your life force energy.
Okay.
And Gong means work. It's Chinese, so it has several layers. It means work. It also means skill that comes with steady practice.
Wow.
And there's a third thing. Well, mastery. And mastery in Qigong means you do it and your body's relaxed. You're not doing it uptight. You're breathing to the belly, to the diaphragmatic breathing in our Western terms. Mm-hmm. And there are hundreds of styles of Qigong, but all of them are working with the body energy, with breath, and with movement. And Tai Chi is martial Qigong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Typically,
I feel bad for being confused.
Maybe that will help. Yeah, and people are more familiar with Tai Chi here in the States now, because that was what, when people came from China who knew Tai Chi, that's a way they could make a living and share a very good practice. And I started Tai Chi over 36 years ago when I was just before my 40th birthday. So,
do the math.
So doing the math, that does mean I am 76.
And you do not look that at all.
Thank you.
Not at all.
Thank you.
So it is possible to youth.
Yes.
I don't say that I'm getting older. I say that I'm getting younger or regenerating. Or youthing.
Yeah, regenerating is good. And I most times will say it's how many revolutions around the sun. So I have had 76 revolutions around the sun.
And that sounds exciting. It's like a
wild
ride.
So it's been a time to accumulate knowledge and work with applying it. So the fall on that Friday, it was around noontime, that fall gave me an opportunity to apply many healing modalities as I could remember them. So I was working on once I realized the pain was a mantra that is every cell in my body is as it should be and getting better. Because I do believe that the body has a great deal of healing power. And I've actually explored that for many years, the healing power. And so my job was to use as many modalities that would help my body to heal.
Yeah. Why don't we take a minute to just repeat that 3 times so that people can soak that in?
Great, yes. So
So
every cell in my body is as it should be and getting better. Every cell in my body is as it should be and getting better. And allow a breath down to your belly so your body can take in the words too. That also helps. In Art of Feminine Presence, we would call it, what is it that we call it?
space,
Pardon?
your womb space or your
Womb
health.
space, yes, because that is what you're doing. The womb space, womb space is below your belly button, like an inch or two below the belly button. Womb space is a little lower, but also this area, the abdominal area, that's what Chinese call the lower dantian, energetic center of the body. So when we inhale, letting the belly expand, the diaphragm moves down, more air comes in. And then exhaling, the abdominal muscles contract, the diaphragm comes up, and we breathe out. Now, in Tai Chi, Qi Gong, mostly it's doing natural nose breathing. So with an affirmation, we'll say it again, it's every cell in my body is as it should be and getting better. And then allow the breath. Breathing in, belly expands, breathing out, releasing your shoulders, breathe out your nose. Yeah. So that came from an early Tai Chi teacher, Los Valdez, and he introduced me to that. And it's like, ooh. And so anytime I get sick, when I had that experience with the really high blood pressure in June, I'm laying on the bathroom floor, too busy to get up, and then every cell in my body is as it should be and getting better.
I love that. Yeah. It's something that you can do at any time,
Right.
no matter what's going on, and attaching to what you can do instead of all the hundreds of limitations and things against you. Just focus on that one little thing that you can do that will help so much.
Yes. Yeah.
I love that.
The other one I use is one I think I got from Louise Hay years ago, is out of this, only good will come.
I love that too.
And so as often as I would remember it, it's like out of this, only good will come.
Mm-hmm. And there is truth to that, because if you think about it, when you're in a situation that you don't like, there's all the stress and pressure, but once you get out of that, you're going to get lessons, you're going to get insights, and because of that, you're going to grow as a person, which will move you forward closer to your dreams, your desires. And so it is true, even though it's sometimes really hard to recognize.
Right. Yeah. Now, I think going to the restaurant, trying to remember for sure, we could probably show the picture.
Sure. So now we're going to share a picture, and Catherine's going to describe each modality. Oh, share a screen, sorry. Okay, share screen, the picture, share. Okay, so now we have the picture. So why don't you start working your way top down, even though probably it'll ruin your story, but that will make more sense.
Well, okay. That'll be fine, because at the top, the gray thing is a eye mask. And so at night, I slept with the eye mask on my over my eyes for the dark, makes it dark, which allows the body to relax more. And it has magnets in it.
Oh, it does have magnets in it, the eye mask?
Yeah, around the edges.
So the black part, the threading.
Well, it's just in from the black part, probably half an inch or so. So, yeah, I know they can't see it, but it goes, so it's around your eye socket, not on your eyes exactly. So I slept with the eye mask, and I slept with my foot elevated on like about 4 pillows so that it was higher than my heart, because my friend June had told me that's one of the things I needed to do. So I slept on my back. I had the eye mask on, and then I pretty much had everything that you see on, except I didn't have back compression socks. So the kind of tan thing that the bottles are on top of is a compression sock I got the next day. The night before, I wore the long black thing that's in the middle.
Is another compression one?
Yes, but I found I had it so long that it didn't have a whole lot of compression, but it had some. But it also, you use what you have. So I reordered a new one. And then the little 2 round circles, kind of silver circles, those are magnetics from Nikon. And so I had those in the black sock around my ankle, one on top and one on bottom.
Okay. So yeah, so the things that look like silver coins underneath the face mask, those are magnetics. Those
are magnetic. And then below those, the thing with lots of black dots. And oh yeah, you can't see. And I wear that a lot. It's called the Magflex.
Okay.
Well, they call it the Magflex now, I guess. My Magflex. When I started, it was just called the Magflex. It looked different. So they keep evolving their technology. Yeah. And I wear
that do.
Yeah, so I had that on my spinal cord, because our spine, the spinal cord, the nerve endings go from the spinal cord to every cell in your body.
Yeah.
And when it's low back, it's going down the legs and to the ankles and to the feet, and then it back up.
Wow.
So back flex. Now,
so does it strap on, or it just is sticky and it just sticks to you?
Yeah, when we come back to the screen, I'll show you.
Okay.
It just slips in between what your pants and your body, or between your jeans and your pants, and it's close enough to the body.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, and then you have some essential oils at the top. Can you name them?
Yeah, the essential oils I did use the first night. Well, I used every night. That first night, cypress I use all the time, every night for circulation, and I put it on my feet, on the inside edge of the feet, which represents sort of the foot spinal cord, and then I had it around my ankle with peppermint oil around my ankle, because peppermint oil will do, it's called an adaptogen.
Yeah.
And it does whatever your body needs, and my body needed a lot. So I put it on my foot. I also put it on my neck, on the spinal cord and back.
I didn't know peppermint oil was an adaptogen.
Yeah.
So, okay, I thought peppermint oil was only invigorating. That's good to know. Okay.
Yeah, it does whatever your body needs. Mainly it is invigorating. When I first learned about the oils, my daughter was in college, so I told her, sniff peppermint. I gave her a bottle. Sniff peppermint before you take tests. It alerts your brain. I think she actually did. So it does.
Never help you get that A.
Right, right. Yes, she did. She did graduate Phi Beta Kappa.
Wow, good.
So she did well. And I used lavender oil.
Okay.
And I used wintergreen on my foot because wintergreen.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what does wintergreen do?
Wintergreen, that's one that does help with pain, like muscle tension, helps the body. It's the natural Bengay.
Okay.
When
Okay.
people put Bengay on, I use wintergreen.
Okay. Good. I'll do that with cinnamon and peppermint. I'll just put both and it does the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, how cool. And then you have deep blue. I know how much my mom loves deep blue.
Yes, I did remember kind of in the middle of the night, it's like, oh, you could put the cream on the deep blue. And that comes from Datura oils. I use both brands, Young Living and Datura. And then the other tube is a cream from the Nikan company called CM cream that helps arthritis. So it's helping bones and joints. And I'm going, I've got something going with my ankle. I don't know if it's broken or just sprained. I think it's probably, I could wiggle my toes. So I kept assuming I was not broken. And so I put that around my ankle also, the ankle joint, because I thought it's going to help the joints, and then down my foot because it'll help those bones. We've got 33 bones in our feet.
Wow.
A lot of little bones and joints.
And then this bag at the bottom is just the bag for the back flex or the Magflex.
Yeah, that you can keep it in, that it comes in.
Amazing. Yeah. So a ton of healing modalities, all to improve circulation. So I'll stop sharing now. We're back, and I'll put the picture at the end so people can look at it longer if they want.
Yeah. So here we are, back flex.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Stick it in. So while I'm seated, it's helping. It's really good when driving. You know how you can get that. It helps. You know, so all of it is helping body's stamina.
Good. I think I want to buy that for one of my family members. Do you know where to buy that?
Yes, I do. I am a distributor.
You are. So people can contact you to buy it.
Right.
Oh, yeah. How amazing. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was one of the many things I explored along the way.
Great. So then do you also sell those the coin magnets?
The magnets, yeah. Yeah, so the magnets, like in my jeans, I stick it either in the coin pocket right now or in the regular pocket right now. Oh yeah, there's already one in there. Oops, there they are. Oh.
Oh, how cool.
So.
A little bit lower. There. Yeah. Okay, wow.
That's the back that goes next to the body. And this is, keep it away from your phone. And then I just stick it in pockets if I have pockets. And then it's on the joint there, and it's sending a little bit of its magic, and it helps.
Amazing.
So there was, there's a saying, if you're sick or injured, put as many magnets on you as you can.
And so I have heard that before, and I know how powerful magnets can be for healing, but do you know why? I don't know exactly why.
No, where they kind of describe it is, you know how electricity works? You flip the switch and the light comes on. But do we know exactly how? And it's like, no, we don't. So the magnets work. We don't know exactly how, but they do.
Okay,
And
good.
it can be very subtle, or I consider what just happened with your help to realize how amazing it was to heal so quickly that I put on as much as I could. So I was using the creams on my feet around bone areas and the ankle. I was using the deep blue around my foot. And then the next day, a friend gave me the compression sock.
Yeah, and that one is for the elbow.
No, actually, this is for the foot.
Oh, for the
Your heel goes here. And with the Nikan, this is the ankle one.
okay.
That's for your heel, and this is going on the calf.
Okay. And I've worn compression socks before and I love them. I notice that at the end of the day, I just feel more energized, more.
Yeah, they help. They help with, I don't know, helping to get the blood back up to the body.
Yeah.
And the
I was
energy.
them to try to heal my fatigue that I've been dealing with for a long time. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, so what I did with the compression sock, I had it on and then I stuck a magnet in, like about here and one in back. So it was on the front and the back, since I didn't know where the sprain was, and I would move it around up in front and the back, and sleeping with my leg up.
That's amazing.
And one of the things with the event is, I must say, I got impressed with how creative I was, because it's like, this happened Friday at noon, and Friday evening I couldn't walk on my left foot. I did get the crutches Friday night, so I could crutch in. June said, your crutch is your third leg, so I learned how to work with my third leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, different than other third leg. This is your crutches.
Yeah, well,
to help you walk.
Clean thinking, people, clean thinking.
Yeah, and
I love that.
So that night I'm going, okay, in the morning, I need to teach a Qi Gong class. I need to drive 20 minutes to get there. I need to carry in a CD player. How am I going to do that? So it's like, okay, put the bag around your neck to carry the CD player so you can use the crutches. I woke up that morning, it's raining again. We don't get that much rain in Tucson usually, but it is pouring down rain. So I'm going, umbrella and crutches will not work. I had a poncho. So I put the poncho over everything and crutched in and to my class. Wow. I did get my temperature read because, it's a hospital where I teach that. And I came in, and as I said before, I taught the class seated and told people what had happened, and they were very helpful. And then the class finished, I thought, what's the quickest way to my car? And that's the path I took to get there.
How amazing.
Yeah. And then I stopped at my friend's house. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you've been teaching Qi Gong and Tai Chi for many years. So you have this practice of circulation, of directing energy for a long time. I think that's a giant factor of what keeps you so young.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah, there's a saying with Tai Chi, you do it for longevity, health, and eternal spring, meaning living vibrantly healthy until you die. So longevity, health, and eternal spring.
Yeah, just like Louise.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yes, yes. Healthy. Yeah, she has that one. Healthy, vibrant, dead. So
yeah, happy, healthy, dead.
There you go. That's it. It's been a while.
And that's how Louise Hay went. I mean, I was sad when I learned that she died because she was such a powerful force for this world, but she was
Right.
vibrant and young. And I heard Christiane Northrup talking about her, saying she's one of her best friends. And Louise Hay at 99 had a 60-year-old boyfriend. And like, she looked
16?
so amazing.
Oh,
60,
okay.
a boyfriend 30 years
60.
younger.
Yeah. Cool. Mine is 10 years younger.
See? It pays to youth.
And I am healthier overall than he is. Gratefully,
wow.
because of choices. So also organic food as much as possible. I mean, that's like a given, but it should be mentioned because food is important. I was a dietitian for 28 years. So food's important. Yeah. So there was something, on the way home from teaching my class, I stopped at my friend's house who fed me lunch and let me use his jacuzzi tub with Epsom salts in it. Now, soaking in an Epsom salts bath and that warm water helps the muscles relax. And the Epsom salts has the magnesium in it. And magnesium is needed for every cell in our body. The ATC cycle, the energy cycle in every cell needs magnesium. So magnesium is responsible for over 600 different chemical presences in our body. So getting to soak in the Epsom salts and have toxins being, cleared out and released, and then some energy jets on those sore arms from all the crutches. And then I took a nap. I took a lot of naps. A lot of naps.
Sleeping is one of the fastest ways to heal.
Yeah. And in our culture, people pop a pill and keep going. But what the body's saying is, no, we need to stop. So one of my things was to quit pushing myself those few days. It's like, okay, I'm not going to do anything I'm supposed to do other than I got to my class because I needed the income, you make these choices. And then it's coming home and it's like, now I'm going to sleep. Dishes can wait, other things can wait. Now I'm healing my body. I'm healing. Because I had a Tai Chi advanced class that I was to teach on Tuesday, and I'm going, okay, well, I may have to just tell them I'll watch them. But by Tuesday, I did the 108 moves in the Tai Chi form with my class.
On your feet?
On my feet, I could be.
Oh, precious.
Right, I could actually walk in. Now.
Just fine. How amazing is that? I don't know that many people that could heal a sprained ankle 100% within 4 days or 5 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 5 days, 100%. That's amazing.
I was so grateful. And I still was keeping my foot elevated when I sat. I'm still a little hesitant to leave the feet because I notice that when my feet are down sitting for kind of more than 20 minutes, I'll start feeling a little throbbing. And so it's like, oh, okay, get my foot back up.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and that makes sense because there's still something residual left.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah, because healing takes much longer than we and our culture tend to think. It's like, oh, the pain is gone, I'm healed. No, the pain is gone, but the healing at the cellular level is going on sometimes for months afterwards.
Mm-hmm. That's powerful.
I don't know that is, but it's like, okay, when I notice it, it's like, that's my sign to stop. It's my body telling me enough. And it's my job to listen. 2 ears, listen internally and slow down. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
I
see.
love that. And do you sell the doTERRA or the Young Living oils as well? Because I know a ton of other practitioners, but do you sell them? You
I
sell
sell,
the
yeah, I sell both of them. I'm
Oh.
it's like, oh yeah, I'll be a distributor. It's like, because I want the oils.
Yeah.
And so I do that.
And so if people want to become a distributor, they can contact you and also become a distributor through you, right?
Yes, they could. They could.
That's great.
That's,
We didn't intend to promote doTERRA or Young Living, but if you're interested, you can reach out to Cathrine, and there will be a link for her email at the bottom. So that's amazing.
yes. Yeah.
And do you want to share like a little 1-minute routine that we could do of Tai Chi or Aikido?
Oh, yeah. I'll share from Qi Gong because that's like, well, yeah. We're going to do Hold the Moon and Reach for the Stars because we're coming to a new moon time, and that's a time for planting seeds for what we want to bring in.
And we can do it sitting down. So
you can do it sitting down. Now, if you choose to do it standing, you need to make sure you unlock your knees. Don't have your knees locked, and then tuck the tailbone under a little bit. But you can do it seated. You're probably seated watching this. And well, now that I've said that, maybe I should stand so you can you see better?
No, we can do
Okay.
it seated, and if people want to learn more, they can reach out to you.
Right. So just put your left hand palm up below your belly button. Right hand palm up below your belly button. So being below your belly button lowers the shoulders. Now, also only go as it works for your shoulder. So bring your right hand up the center of your body at chest level. Roll the palm out over your head. See, like so, over your head. Then turn the palm, hold the moon, and then turn the palm. Lean over direction of your fingers, reach for stars. So it's a gentle stretch. Come back. Turn the palm up again, so you're up to the ceiling, and then roll the arm out, come back below your belly button. Now you bring your other hand up the center of the body, chest level, roll the palm out over your head, hold the moon. And then turn the palm down, go the direction of your fingers, gentle stretch. Come back to center, palm up. Exhale, arms circles out, comes back to the center, breathe and smile. And we'll do it one more time to kind of anchor it. And I figured out where to sit now. Bring your right hand up the center of your body. Chest level, roll the palm out as it works for your shoulders. If you can't go all the way up, just go where you can. Hold the moon. Turn the palm down. Go the direction of your fingers, reach for stars. Come back to the center, palm up. Exhale, arm circles out, come back to the center below your belly button. And now bring your other hand up. Chest level, roll the palm out. Hold the moon. Turn the palm down, reach for stars. Come back. Palm up. Exhale. Arm circles out, come back to the center, breathe and smile. Release your arms down to the side. Allow a breath. Good. Now we can bring your hands up, palm facing palm, as though you're holding a golden ball of energy. Lift it up near your shoulders, go out in front of you. Come down toward your knees, up the legs, up the body. out the shoulders. So you're making a circle in front of you, down to your knees, up the legs, out the shoulders. One more time, coming up the body, out the shoulders. Good. Down toward your legs, up the legs to waist level. And now go down to your legs. We're going to go the other direction, out the knees, come back to your shoulders. Down the body, out the knees, back to the shoulders. Once more, down the body, out, back to the shoulders. Bring your hands down waist level and then go around the golden ball, one hand on top, one on bottom, and then turn, one hand on top, one on bottom, and turn. Good. And turn, and turn. And then palm facing palm, bring one hand below your belly button. Cover with your other hand, releasing shoulders, release your jaw. Breathe in through your nose, belly expands beneath the hand. Breathe out through your nose, belly contracts toward the center of the body. And again, inhale, belly expanding. Exhale, belly contracts. Breathe at your own pace. Good, and then release your arms down to your side or in your lap or wherever is comfortable for you. There you go. Scratch anything that itches. I forgot to tell you, you can allow any cough, sneezes, yawns, or burps, because that's how our body clears toxins. And creaks, cracks, and pops are not unusual. That's stuck energy getting released.
I love that. It's very relaxing.
It is. It's relaxing and alert.
Yeah. And I could feel that energy.
Ah,
Yeah. I mean, it's when you bring the focus to your hands, I was like, oh yeah, I felt the bounce.
yeah, neat. So you were feeling that Qi energy. Not everybody does initially. You're very sensitive to energy, so that's cool. That's cool.
Oh, I love that. Thank you.
You are welcome.
So you too can heal insanely fast. And Cathrine sells all of this stuff. So I learned that right now during this interview. So you teach both Qi Gong and Tai Chi,
Right.
and you sell the Magflex things.
Yeah.
And you also sell the essential oils for both doTERRA and Young Living.
And Young Living, yes.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like, use what works.
Yeah. And, you know, why not use everything? It all feels good.
Yeah.
I love essential oils. And the amazing thing about them is none of them conflict. Essential oils don't conflict with anything.
With other modalities, though, yeah, they are organic compounds, so you do want to be careful with them. But they are very complementary to kind of almost anything. Now, the one other thing to just re-mention, breathing. The breathing's important. Meditation, quiet, you know, being quiet, letting the thoughts just come and go. And I watched several videos of Joe Dispenza, just things to calming. You know, it's like, focus on things and people that will help me with healing.
That's a very powerful thing too, to put your attention onto things that make you feel better.
Right.
Yeah. So I'll share one of my really like easy daily things. These water bottles are from Hawaii. They're the Hawaiian water that they sell. It's, you know, just buy a water bottle in the store. But this bottle is especially pretty. So just like Cathrine uses the wine glasses for water, I collect these Hawaii water bottles. The color makes you really happy. And then I put an affirmation at the bottom on it. And, you know, I do think it works. I'll share a funny story. This was before I started channeling. On one of my water bottles, just like this, I did a typo and I put I am a God receiver instead of a good receiver.
Oh,
And that is my oldest water bottle with an affirmation on it. And then I don't know, a year or two later, it comes out that I want to channel for people at the seminar, and I finally put it together of like, oh wow, it did come to pass. How funny. And I remember my brother laughing at me because like it's a, you know, that's a blonde thing to do, to have a typo like that. But I was like, well, I want to receive God too, so that's okay.
that's right. You know, we're an expression of God Goddess.
Yeah, so I thought that was funny. So thank you so much,
Cool.
Cathrine. This was such a powerful interview, and we'll include Cathrine's email so that you can reach out to her and purchase any of these healing modalities, the magnets, the essential oils, or sign up for Qi Gong and Tai Chi that is to come virtually. But if you live in Tucson, you can take her in-person classes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cathrine. This is so
Thank
beautiful.
you. Thank you, Jessica. This was delightful, and it also helps me anchor and acknowledge the use of resources that I have.
Yeah.
And appreciate my body even more.